Germany losing. Germany losing.
Yeah, this is what we want. This is what we want. It's like the war again.
Did you say if it's white, I will like it?
Yeah, if it's like a white cheese.
Can we not do this through our album review, please?
Sorry, yeah.
No,
We're not watching the football. There's no football on right now. We did it, guys. We did it. This is payback for that time where like 6 million Jews went missing.
Welcome review. Is that better, Will?
Did you know 100% of homeless people don't have a home?
Can we stop talking about the fucking football?
No, it's the World Cup.
All right, cool.
Album review.
So you guys doing anything after this, or
no? Today's album is Sigrid, How to Let Go. What a beautiful album. I love Sigrid. I love Sigrid's whole energy and vibe, and she's got quite a unique voice. And I think a lot of the songs in this are just really boppy. It's quite groovy, and there's a nice balance of like the sadder, slower songs and the more upbeat songs. I wouldn't say it's as perfectly balanced as the Harry Styles album we had. Even
what do you mean by balanced?
In terms of, like the difference between the upbeat, the low, like the pacing of the album.
Hold up a minute. Joe, we've been on call for fucking about an hour and you've decided right when we start album review to fucking munch on a mince pie and ask questions while half eating.
I wanted to make a statement.
It's fucking Christmas time, baby! And yes! Pies. What better way to make a statement than
well, this will probably go out in the new year.
No.
It's New Year time, baby!
And England have won the World Cup! Yeah, they have!
It's come home!
Japan
it's
in the
semi-finals!
I can't believe they did it!
And then they beat Argentina in the final. After going 1-0 down, it was unbelievable.
You should have seen it. Harry Kane punched the shit out of Messi. It was fantastic. Right, anyway, now cut that there. I can't believe England lost the World Cup.
It was very sad.
I can't believe it. All the keepers got injured. Had to bring on Southgate as the keeper.
Messi beat the shit out of Harry Kane in the final. Argentina won.
They're not making it to the final.
What? As in that
Argentina.
make the final cut? Or Argentina. Sorry.
No. So yes, this album had a good balance and diversity of tracks. I thought it had very good production across all the tracks. I think it's a good length of album. It ends just before you want it to, which I think is about the right place. Like you wanted more, but I think you always want to leave wanting more.
I didn't want more, but I felt that was the perfect end.
And it really
want more. Yeah.
And it really does end, I'd say, on a high note. Very unique voice.
When we went to that tapas place.
By the way,
we're left wanting more, but not wanting any more of the tapas.
No, so we went and got KFC.
Sorry, Lydia.
I like the ending on a high note thing.
Except we left this for front porch step.
Shut up. Front porch step.
That is getting brought up this fucking album review.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It's fucking horrendous.
What, that front porch step of shit?
Shut up. Don't talk about them.
Aidan disagrees without knowing. Go on,
anyway, yes, and I just love Sigrid's whole vibe, really, and I think it is an improvement on the last album. I just thought it was great, easy to listen to.
Do you think it's better than the other album? Did you quite like the other album?
I did quite like the other album. I can't actually remember what I scored the old album. It was quite a while when we did it now. But I did definitely prefer. I thought it was just a better paced and together album than the last one.
You see, because I didn't think there were many differences in terms of tones of songs. There were a few little roller coaster bits in there, but I didn't think certainly when it comes to like pacing, nothing really even sprung to mind. I didn't think it was badly paced, but I didn't think it was goodly paced.
Goodly paste.
My favorite kind of paste. Goodly paste.
Yeah, I've just seen what I get. Yeah, I definitely prefer this. I think it's.
My favourite is wallpaper paste. Joe? Joe? What happened?
It got me so hard.
Joe, Jesus, man.
I'm laughing at his fucking laugh. What the
Yeah,
fuck
I
was
was gonna
that?
say, like, it wasn't even a good joke.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've missed the point here.
It got me so hard.
Joe just turned into Roy. You sounded so much like Roy.
Oh, fucking hell.
He's leaving.
Oh, look.
Whoa.
Nice little bit of fun.
Nice little bit of Joe there.
Whoa!
Damn, someone clip that.
I'm okay. Carry on.
That was amazing. That was one of the best laughs.
I've just so yeah, I looked back on when we did the Sigrid album, the original one. It was pick number 11.
Fuck! It was that long ago.
Bear in mind, we're
Jesus.
now on pick number 165.
That's fucking mental. I thought it was like pick 50. Like,
No, it
I
was
thought it was
pick
quite far
11.
in.
So what do we
That's
do for
insane.
episode 200? Do we like jump out of a plane or like?
We're doing the whole review as we're
Who
falling.
becomes tonight's
Do we,
biggest
like,
loser?
retire?
I can tell you who gets pick 200.
Who is
It's
it?
Aidan.
Oh.
Of course it
Aidan
is.
gets pick 200.
Front pot step, baby.
No!
This is how it happens.
How was that?
We should do a big one. We should like go back to our roots, you know, maybe like, I don't know, another Post Malone album or something.
Another 1975 album.
Just another fucking piece of shit. Be good. Another Issues album, allegedly.
Issues
Just
are not
pick, all
together
our,
anymore.
just pick all our first album picks, like again.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, if we did that,
that'd be a good
Joe
idea.
would have to pick Fallout Boy,
Bit Kanye West.
and Ada would have to pick Mendes.
Was
Okay,
what
okay.
banger? Was Kanye your first pick, Will?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck me, what an awful way to start.
Because Issues was actually Joe's second.
Look, well, you can't say that it was a bad album.
No, I still like that album. I didn't pick his best.
I don't even remember it. I've like cut it out of my brain.
What the
Like,
fuck
Definitely
is
didn't pick his
happening?
best. You picked his worst.
That's
Anyway,
not
yes,
his worst.
this album. I think there was two songs really that just stood out as just weaker to me. One being, fuck, I don't know. I don't know where
I can't
put one
read.
of them. I remember there being two, and my least favorite of the two was "Thank Me Later" because I just kind of thought the song was a bit of nothing, just kind of okay.
Okay.
Like it was okay on the album, but I didn't really think too much of it. There's a lot. My top three was quite difficult because I enjoyed a lot of the songs. But I went with third favorite was "Last to Know." I think it's a much sadder song, but I feel like it has a lot of feeling to it. Like it really, I really enjoyed listening to that song. Second for me was "Risk of Getting Hurt." I just thought it was a great song. I've realized my notes for these are terrible. But that's just because I just enjoyed them, but didn't really know why.
They were just nice.
I feel like it's just because a lot of them they did have that similar. I wouldn't say similar
Poppiness.
vibe, but like it was a similar reason why I liked all of them, but they did have diversity of different types. I'd say there was only like sort of 3 archetype styles she had, and I liked all of that style. I could understand if you didn't like that style, why you would think a lot of the album was just chod. But
I don't know. If she was a cheese, she probably wouldn't be a very good cheese.
Should be a Swiss cheese
What is the
Oh,
worst type?
because she's
Go on.
Swiss.
What is
She's
the worst type
Norwegian.
of cheese?
Oh, yeah, like the Swiss.
she's not even Swiss.
She's
Swiss
Swiss,
cheese.
like
I thought she's
Norwegian.
Swedish.
Norwegian.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
she's Norwegian.
Never mind.
I take it back.
So if it like
It's a Scandinavian country.
if you were rating it in terms of cheese, like what would be your like top 3 cheeses?
Cheddar,
boring,
cheddar.
Yeah, cheddar.
Cheddar, really?
No,
Oh,
cheddar,
what is wrong with you? Oh,
You boring white boy.
Edam.
Yeah, oh yeah, and you're about to say what's that one? Camembert, aren't you?
No,
Camembert,
no, that's definitely not in my top 3.
Brie. He's going to say
Brie.
Brie.
Lancashire
I would
cheese.
say my top cheese, blue cheese.
No, it isn't.
It's blue
is
cheese.
banging.
Isn't that just like
it's
moldy cheese?
It's moldy
yeah,
cheese.
but is it actually called blue cheese?
Yeah.
Like you buy it from the shop and it's called
Yes.
blue cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is his name.
Oh,
yes.
okay, fair enough.
My second.
Why? No, hold on. What were you calling it all this time?
Well, no, I never got that cheese. I didn't know. I thought it had like
Mold
a proper
cheese.
name. Like
Money, you've got mold cheese again.
no, but like it'd be. I thought someone calling blue cheese blue cheese would like someone calling cheddar yellow cheese. Like it's not called yellow cheese; it's called cheddar.
Well, blue cheese is
mozzarella.
It's because it's made in cheddar.
Blue cheese is just white with blue bits in it.
Cheddar's a place, isn't it? That's why it's called cheddar.
Cheddar Gorge.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's like Lancaster cheese,
Is
isn't it?
cheddar?
Oh yeah, that comes
Wensleydale.
Is cheddar? Oh yeah, cheddar Somerset.
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 No, he said it right. That's how they say it.
Why did he say it like that?
It's Somerset.
No, that's how they say it, Joes. That's how
Somerset.
they say it. No, it's like Somerset, isn't it?
Somerset.
Somerset.
Anyway,
I want to know
second
everyone's
favourite-
top cheeses.
my second favorite cheese, mozzarella.
Hmm.
No, changed my mind. Nacho cheese.
No, Germany are winning.
Oh my god, they are. I mean,
It's still
Nacho
Japan are still
cheese.
going through.
Go on, Joe. What's
My
your
third
favourite?
favorite cheese.
isn't nacho cheese just like processed American cheese? Isn't it
It's,
not even
it's,
cheese?
it's the fake slices that you get melted. with
It's
some,
like
milk in
it's
it,
like someone
basically.
described a taste of cheese to somebody that made it entirely out of salt.
My third favorite cheese, Stilton. Love a good Stilton, especially in a
Stilton.
pie or on some toast.
Joe, they're
Still
some
winning.
good shouts. I'm quite proud
Thank
of
you.
you.
There's some good. They're
Thank you.
not bad shouts, but you sound like a bell end while doing them. There's the side mouth thing when you're talking about. It's a bit of Stilton in it. It's a,
But
oh,
Stilton.
you know what I mean?
So,
Like a nice.
But
Nice
that's
little
not
big gouda.
so
Why are
that's
you doing that?
so that's Joe's. Denver, yours is just cheddar, cheddar, cheddar.
No, cheddar. I don't know. Do you know what? I don't give a shit about cheese that much to have a top 3 cheeses.
Oh, come on.
I just get cheddar.
Are you not a free
Or,
cheese
like,
kind of
Edam,
pizza guy? Free cheese
or,
pizza?
He's a dairy.
Yeah, but
fan.
they're always basic cheeses, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
your
you can
fa-
still
your-
name them.
Yeah, but
I
to be honest,
don't know
Emma,
the name of them.
your family do
it's
seem like
white,
the type
I'd
of
rather
family
like
that
it.
would bring out the cheese board
Sorry,
on like
sorry,
family
they
meal.
did. And I would
What did
just-
you- what
I
did
would
you
just
say?
have the cheddar.
Did you say if it's white, I will like it?
Yeah, if it's like a white cheese.
Some guys just watching like, I agree. Me too.
I'm not racist enough.
Me too, James.
Go on, Aidan, what's your top 3 cheeses like?
Probably Dowley Dunkers, mozzarella, and number 1 cheesecake. Like, so you got like the layers of the Sigrid album, right? And like down here, it's like a cheesecake, right? And then
Oh, I
above
love
that,
a cheesecake.
Why does the cheesecake get brought up every time?
Because it's so good in small slices.
Oh, God, so good.
sorry.
My favourite cheese is cheesecake. Fuck's sake.
I should have
What's
got
yours, Will?
cheesecake, cheese string, baby bell.
Cheese string. Love that little processed fucker.
Mine is brie. By a long way, brie is the best cheese.
There's nothing
Brie.
quite like brie, like on a burger or
Second,
something.
oh,
you
brie with
When,
cranberry sauce.
when it's like when it's
Oh.
like fried and then you cut into it and that bit's just oozes.
Oh,
Oh,
so-
shit, what's the one you
Yeah.
fry? You get fries in it.
That's you're talking
you're
about
halloumi.
halloumi.
Halloumi is
Halloumi.
great
To
cheese.
be fair, I love halloumi.
Second is
cheese review.
mozzarella, and third is Stilton.
I don't know how
Stilton.
mozzarella can actually be up there because like it's cool, but it doesn't really taste of oat.
No, it does.
Like you just have it
oh
on
my
pizza
God.
just
It
to be
does.
stringy.
You can just eat if you have like fresh mozzarella and you take it out and it's still
this
in
is
the water.
what I don't get. I always buy it, but what am I supposed to do with the weird white lumps once I've drank it all?
That made me feel sick. That actually made me feel sick. Can you imagine?
One of these.
It's like saying the same thing with the
hot
dogs.
Yeah, what do you do with them?
What do you
do with those weird meat cylinders? The brine's lovely.
I love the brine.
Brine. Imagine just drinking brine.
I love it. I love it with a little dash of Coke in the bottom as well.
You get cans of tuna, but you just drink the sunflower oil.
One of the first times I ever went on holiday with Joe and his family, I watched his dad have one of those like root beer float things, or like Coke floats.
Horrible.
I was
Coke
like,
with
what's
ice
that
cream
like,
in it,
kind of thing. Yeah, and like because he's a Tory, like he wouldn't let me try his. He had to order me one. I was only like 12 at the time, so he ordered me a whole thing of this Coke thing. I nearly threw up instantly.
It's awful.
So bad. It looked like the nicest thing in the world. Like he was just.
I want to try one, but
they're popular in America, aren't they?
When I watch my dog eat the dog food, sometimes I'm like, that looks good.
You do though, don't you? Especially when it's wet.
Sorry.
Looks like the inside of a meat pie. I just want to devour that.
And you see the peas and stuff in it. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Yeah.
The Sigrid album.
4-2 to Germany. It's fucked.
Oh fuck! Well, no, Japan is still through at least.
We need to stop bringing up the football because this is not going to be relevant.
And it fucks everything.
It's true. It's not.
Can we shut up? This is going to be so boring to watch when it comes out.
No, because I'm bringing it back. It's on the Sigrid album. My second favorite was Risk of Getting Hurt because it's great, and my favorite was The Driver Saved My Night. It was an upbeat bop. And I loved it from the first time I heard it. It was my favourite back when the album came out. And listening back to it now, it's still my favourite now. Banger of a song, banger of an album. Love it.
What? The Driver Saved Me at Night?
Yeah, you didn't like that one.
Not that I didn't like it. I just didn't think it was a bop.
I think it's a groove. I love it.
One of the more mess
album
songs.
review, done. Book can now go over here.
Yeah, I forgot that he still kills trees for his review.
No, I didn't buy the book, so someone else killed the trees.
But you're still using the paper. Why don't you give it back to the trees? Plant it.
I work at a paper mill, mate. It's infinite supply.
You're killing thousands of trees daily.
Recycled.
What's that even supposed to mean?
Recycled, mate.
It's not recycled. You killed the tree to make it.
Nah, recycled.
You don't recycle a whale into oil.
They did a trial thing at work where they tried to turn jeans into paper. That worked well.
Really?
No, it jammed up the machines horribly.
Right, so you recycled those jeans, though?
Yeah, we tried to, but it...
When you eat a steak, are you recycling a cow?
In theory, you're kind of using one cow to make more cows.
No, I'm not. I'm using a gun to make them go away forever.
Don't they just use like a hammer gun now?
They use a stunner, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like... But it doesn't actually like penetrate in. It just like shatters so hard.
It basically just breaks their brain.
I don't know why I
think about animals dying.
Instant chromosome.
Yeah, but where's the line? You know, you don't care if you hit a fly.
I do.
Yeah, I do.
What, even when you're driving? Do you like if your car hits a fly, like?
Then they're in the way. It's their own fault.
My nose looks like it's quite red, doesn't it?
You know how like you weave in your car when you see
I drive
normally.
When you see a pigeon, you're like, oh shit! Can you imagine doing that for all the flies on the road? You'd be like, fucking like that constantly.
Just stick it in reverse.
You know when you're like weaving in and out of traffic, dodging red lights, and you accidentally hit a pigeon.
Do you hate them suggestions where it says red stop? You're like, fuck off.
You know when you're like dodging pedestrians and that, and you're just like weaving in and out.
So you know when you're taking the fast lane, yeah. Not the fast lane, the really fast lane, the one with all the children on it.
The one with all the people walking. I'm like, get out of the fucking way! I'm coming through.
Do you want to see a magic trick?
It's usually higher than the road as well, very slightly.
Now do it out the nose. The smoke out the nose. No, the smoke. The smoke.
What?
Vape and then smoke and then blow it out the nose.
It's nothing in it.
That's fucking gross to watch.
That's kind of horrible, yeah.
Come on then. Who's Aidan? Do it.
Is it actually my review?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I thought people with more interesting things to say were going to go before me. I've done like nothing for this. Hang on, let me.
That's great.
Flash out. That's so bright.
Do you even have your top three?
Can you see my glasses, by the way?
I can a little.
What do you see?
They're on your head. I see a screen with white in
I'll
front
tell
of
you
it.
what I see. I see Japan getting through, baby.
Oh god! And they'll go through as group winners as well.
It's gonna be so good. Right, Sigrid from the Norwegian place, assumedly Norway. I'm no geographologist.
I'm no one of those map people.
I ain't no one of them mappers.
Just say Scandinavia and it'll be one of them.
So Sigrid's from Scandinavia, and obviously Britain and Scandinavia have had a long history of hating each other. I am now going to recite every war that Britain and Scandinavia have ever had. All right, so in 1530, I'm going to watch a match.
Everyone just leaves the podcast.
History review.
Right, I was half speaking to. Hello.
Sorry, I just realised the bad news.
What's that then?
Well, if Japan finished first, we could only play them in the final.
Wait, really?
Like England would only be able to ever play them if they got to the final.
At this point, I've swapped allegiances, switching sides. I'm Japanese now. Look at me. I'm like 1% Japanese.
This motherfucker's played way too much Call of Duty.
Ni hao.
Switching sides.
Switching sides.
That's me.
Right, yeah, sorry, Sigrid.
Basically, I was speaking to Will before this, and I was like, it's kind of similar to a lot of albums that we've done in the sense that the majority of the songs are just the same song. Like, they were probably written and produced by some Scandinavian that's like, yeah, this good. Yeah, this good. And then it's just generic music. It's fine. It's good. She's a good singer. They're a good singer. I don't want to assume. They're great. Scandinavia. Yeah, most of the songs are the same. If they had any deviation, they were the ones that caught my attention. So my top three were like, they weren't like standout brilliant. They were just like, oh shit, like this. Yeah, I heard this one. Because you'd remember it on the way down, sort of thing.
Yeah,
good. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Because that's what I thought. Has it happened? Japan are through.
Well, it's brilliant.
We did it, guys.
Oh,
Germany are out!
Despite winning two
World Cups in a row, they've been knocked out of the group stage. Anyway,
we did it, guys. We did it. This is payback.
This is
for that time where like 6 million Jews went missing.
Oh god!
So Sigrid, realistically, the worst one for me could have been any of them because, like, as I said before, all the songs are very similar. The things that make them good, blah, 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 blah. We've already done this song and dance a million times. The worst to me was Thank Me Later. It is
the worst.
It just fills the quota for a song. What I mean by that is it feels like there was literally a clipboard and they were like, yeah, this part in, yeah. And they just like went down the list.
Completely disagree with this.
No, Thank Me Later is definitely the weakest one.
I don't know. I just don't care. No. I just don't care about it. Why? Do you like that song?
Yes.
Or do you think there's a much worse one?
No, that is no, it's not.
What do you think about the song Mistake Like You?
Don't really remember it that much.
No, because it's my third favourite.
It starts a bit shit, gets better.
I enjoyed the grandness of it, and I liked it because it's like a slower tempoed song. It was one of the ones that like brought it down. Because all the other ones, I bet they're like basically the same like BPM. Like all of them are just the same sort of thing, hashed out, blah blah blah. It's got no soul. All right.
I agree.
It's got no soul. She's a good singer, and she does give it her all, but it doesn't. It just feels hashed out. It was like that. I can't remember. Was it Vukovi that did that? There was one album that we did that just felt like it was just like they. No, it was the second or third against the current album we did, where they made it just to be an album, and that there was nothing else behind it really.
I feel like this is very like there's just nothing.
There's nothing like.
There's no character to it, or like there's no.
No.
And
that's like because we hate Norwegians, right? Will?
I think it's because you hate Norwegian people.
Well, that was the part. What do you mean you love Norwegians? You've been to Norway?
No, fucking go over there if you love them so much. Jesus Christ.
Stay there, why don't you?
Fuck off back to Norway.
I'd like to stay inside for 6 months of the year.
It'd be great. The Forever Dark. They must have been absolutely nuts. Imagine settlers going up from Europe all the way to Norway, and they're like, "What's happened? Have we pissed off the gods? 6 months of darkness! Quick, get the child!
Sacrifice it!" And then they just happened. Summer came round. And
somehow they did it at the exact moment where the sun rose, and they're like, "Oh,
the gods!
Every winter,
they wish for this.
So many children to bring back summer.
Wild."
It's like, we have to sacrifice a child every day until summer comes back.
God has brought the cold times. We must sacrifice the children again.
Aidan, why you do this?
And they're like, why? What possessed them to do that? I love them. I love old, like, any mythology or, like, anything. Because
they had to
literally,
answers,
half of it is, like, one insane man. And they're like, yes, you've done the Yuletide celebrations, have you? If you were good this year, you get a penny in your shoe. And if you're bad, they rip out your intestines.
It's always based on, like, pure coincidence as well, I bet. It's because, like, one time, one guy sacrificed one child, and then his next day was really good.
Some shit like that. They had no way of telling. But they were like, it worked.
It's fucking brilliant.
Science.
Quick, Nancy, let's procreate. We need more of these tiny sacrifice people.
They would tempt it like another 100 times, but because it worked that once, it's
they must be really angry the next few times they did it. They're like, damn, they're not giving us our wish.
The child just must have not been pure enough.
Maybe we need more children. I'll tell you what, because we can only kill one with this knife, what if we drop Big Rock? 3 children, 1 stone.
Maybe we need to burn them to ignite the fire in the sky.
This is fucked up. Second favourite for me.
Second favourite.
As much to Joe Midwood's dismay, apparently, a driver saved my night.
Oh.
The way that it goes into the chorus gives me energy, you know, like it gets me pumped. Not enough to make any sort of meaningful change in my life, but enough to make me struggle for a power wank.
I like it. It's not a bad song by all means. I just think it's just a bit.
Thank you. Yeah, I like that. That's a good description. It's better than mine. Number 1 for me, by far, by a country mile. You know it. I mean, if you know me, you know it. It's Bad Life. It was really a no-brainer, which is good because I never use mine anyway. One of the only songs with great contrast in it.
Do you like Tolly Sykes?
No, and this is what I was about to bring up. I prefer the acoustic version of this song. There is an acoustic one. It's fantastic. It's really good. And Ollie doesn't sound like he's constantly trying to push out a 7-inch long shit out of his ass.
He does sound better on the acoustic, doesn't he?
He really does. Like in that one, he's proper like gravelly. In this one, he's like proper like gravelly and like he sounds like he's straining.
Sounds like he's putting effort into it.
No, yeah, but it's not effort because if I'm doing this, it's not effort, is it, Joe? It's just annoying.
Joe
should know these things. He's done singing training.
True. What did the guy tell you, Joe? To sing all through your nose and nowhere else.
But
I swear your dad just got scammed for like 8 months.
You're not supposed to sing through.
He's like singing could be good. Can you do it from the esophagus? No. How about out here like this? Let's go. I said, me. Anyway, yeah, Bad Life is just by far the best song on the album. And again, massively, I know we always bring it up, it's massively to do with contrast. The fact that there's another singer in there. A lot of times albums really do benefit from having like the occasional like support act or whatever you call it feature.
Yeah, it could have done with probably another one on the
maybe at least another one.
This one's weird for me, right? Because I feel like when there's two singers, if it's a female and a male, always.
Joe's about to say something controversial.
Because I'm
just saying a male and a male should be.
No, hear me out. I think that you should. When I listen to
it should always be a man and a woman.
Don't want none of them lesbian singers.
No, listen. I think that. When I listen to a song,
that too much.
I like to listen to me. I like to sing along, and sometimes I feel like I'll get into the male part, and then the female will come, and I can't sing along to it because I can't sing anyway, but I can't match the pitch.
So you're saying a man and a man is the best?
Yeah, but then when this is the problem. This is the paradox. Is
very woke of you.
Is that when it's a man and a man, they can't contrast enough.
A man and a man.
A man and a man. I can't.
I walk alone.
I can't. Sometimes you just can't tell the difference unless there's a big contrast. So that's the issue I find. That's it. That's the point I was making.
Get the Batmobile ready. Sir, you'll make me a sandwich. Thank you, Alfred.
William.
Excuse me. Sorry. You always know, look, I'm the OG of the overalls, and I've got to say one every time.
So
overall, shut the fuck up. Overall, Sigrid, more like Sig get rid of all the homeless people by putting poison in their meth.
What? Okay.
What does that
even mean?
I've got a thing about homeless people once we've done this.
I can't wait for the homeless fact at the end of the review.
God, why?
Because you know, 100% of homeless people don't have a home.
Home is just where you make it. Your street could be a home.
Welcome back to Facts with Aidan. Did you know most frogs aren't forklift certified?
The statistics.
100% of homeless people don't have a home. Oh, fuck. You're not wrong. Anyway,
we ran a study of how many people would eat dog shit off the pavement. 100% of people said, "What? No."
Joe's laugh.
For some reason, I can just hear Joe's giggle so deep.
Yeah, it's
like
so
it
loud.
cuts to the bone. You know, you can get them hearing things where rather than going in your ears, it like goes on the side of your head. And you can hear it. That is Joe's laugh. It's like it's
feel
going
the
to the
vibrations.
Yeah, it's like
it's all you can hear.
I'm feeling it.
I'm sorry.
It's like.
I hate my laugh. I'm really sorry.
No, is it like
no? It's good, Joe, because it changes
how far
every
back
month.
You are. Like you're back here, and I hear it.
I'm pretty sure we're not hearing the laugh. We're hearing the vibration of the room around him.
Yeah, we're just hearing everything shake, and the mic's just.
Sorry.
Can't wait to hear that back.
It's
You're
so
making me really conscious about it now.
No, it's just it sounded really loud for some reason.
We're gonna sit back for this one, please.
Why sit back for this one? Is it because
you moving house, Aidan?
Because no, I'm
I'm
homeless. 100% of us are.
He sleeps on the floor. The bed's for storage.
The bed is my box for. No, it's because I was looking at the stream and like pretty much no matter where I sit. In fact, maybe I should just like POV, you're my child about to be sacrificed. Is that better?
That is better.
Sorry, it's just because I was noticing I was just like fucking up here all the time. Like, yeah, my review, I love it. It's great.
So, I can hear Joe's laugh. So, it's like all I can hear now. For fuck's sake.
Just mute Joe from your end.
Still going.
What's wrong with you, Joe? Stop it, Joe. We're very professional here. Stop this.
I'm just about to start, and all I can hear.
Right.
Anyway,
I'm cool.
What's wrong with my car? It won't start.
For some reason the starter motor must be fucked.
Just put some acceleration on it or something. Like, make sure to pop the clutch. Not working.
Ah! Oh god. Okay.
Must be a flat battery.
I feel conflicted.
Ooh.
I love her. I love her energy.
Because I like Spain, but Japan went through. And truthfully, that's what matters right now.
That is all that matters. In fact, just end the album review here. I love her. I love her energy and her personality, but this album felt like it was massively missing something. I felt like the album just hit it off way better than this, and I feel like it had more memorable songs. And not that this is fucking comparison review or anything, but I feel like the last album I came out of it and I was like, this is fucking amazing, and I was like constantly wanting to replay back songs. This, I felt like it was very just like so like basic pop music. So the way that when there was contrast, it fucking stood out massively with this. Like, because I just felt like everything was just so generic pop. Like I've really thought she was gonna like push it like a bit further with this album, because the last album was poppy, don't get me wrong, but I feel like there was way more like different elements and interesting things going on in general. This just felt so basic. And that's not to say like anything sounds bad. I feel like every song is decent, and it was hard to pick a worst for me. But that's partly because they're all so similar.
Sorry, you judged me for my worst, and you come out with that shit. It was really hard.
There's a reason.
Oh, is it because you like that for some reason? I don't know why you would like that song. It's just a generic song.
I know, which is weird. Why
you would like it, to be honest, because you're different, and different is better.
Do you ever think a part of this whole, like, every song sounds the same thing that we're picking up on a lot of albums?
No, don't you say it. Is it because we listen to too many albums? We've heard all the songs.
No, I'm saying, like, very rarely is this not a criticism said by at least one person.
True.
On every album. So, like I said before, I think this whole issue is very much indicative of how much you like its basic formula. And if you do, you'll think all the songs are great. And if you kind of think one song's a bit meh, only the most drastic songs will be the ones you like, either or hate, right? So if it deviates say if it's got like a baseline of how every song sounds on average, if a song sounds like is way different to that, it'll either be really the shittest song on the album, or it'll be by far the best, and you'll be like, if every song was like that, it'd be a great album. But a lot of the time that just doesn't happen. It's hard for if an album commits to one similar-ish style, it's hard to get that in the window of songs you like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you
mean. I feel like there's a difference between writing like in a certain style and just making the same song like 9 times.
Yes,
so I feel like that sort of crosses this threshold, because like if you think about it, way to bring up the home team again, but the home team,
damn right,
album, they're all in a very similar style, like extremely so, yet massively different songs all across the board.
Yeah.
But then again, that I think is just indicative of how much you like that style, because even though you three all thought it was great, I thought a little less so. I still thought it was good, but it just didn't sit in that sweet spot of my
again, though, I feel like with the home team, especially because they've got 2 albums out, right? If you listen to their old album, the new album, if you play any song, you can immediately tell whether it's on the old album or the new album because they've gone to that very specific style.
Yes, I agree.
Whereas I think
and
a lot
I
of Sigrid,
preferred the old one.
I think a lot of Sigrid songs though, like I don't think I could. If you played me songs from the other Sigrid album, I think I'd just be like, yeah, it's just Sigrid, isn't it? Like I wouldn't be able to distinguish them.
I don't necessarily think it's like that because
it's not necessarily even a bad thing.
No, like
I'm just like
the last album though, I thought it was a lot different. So I don't think it's necessarily whether you just like the style. I think it's still exactly what Aidan said. There's a difference between style and just whether it's the same fucking song over and over again. Because the last album I never felt like that, whereas this I very much felt like that. Because there was nothing like super different in the songs to make them stand out, other than when there was like a massive change of pace or another singer in there. Like, to be honest, like this all kind of went off catchiness, which there was nothing just interesting or like out there. I feel like any other like typical female pop artist could have made this exact album.
Nah.
They definitely could. Like Dua Lipa could have done this. Exactly.
Good.
I think if anything, yeah, Dua Lipa would probably do it better, add a bit more pizzazz.
But I actually prefer Sigrid's voice to Dua Lipa's. So it's I don't know, but I just felt like Dua Lipa massively had like differentiation between the songs. Like
I was going to say, what I was going to get at with the whole like differentiating of song, I think is a big part of it, and this is something I was going to try and look at with other albums we've done, is who produced them. Like who was like on this album. So the last album, she had 2 different producers across the songs. This album, every song is the same producer. Every single one.
That says a lot.
And I think you can often find that in music where if it's the same producer, they obviously like the sound of a certain type of thing. So even when they deviate, it still has a similar feel a lot of the time. So they're often just deviating within their own track. Whereas if you get an album where, I did 3 songs with this artist, 3 songs with this, and they mix them all in, you really get a feel of, these songs feel completely different.
Yeah, sure.
Well, this is where this would fit
because very rarely, I think, does a certain producer like some vastly different styles. They often go, I like these styles, but here's my take on that style. I feel like that's very 1975 in the terms of they create a lot of variation, but you can always tell it's a 1975 song a lot of the time. Very rarely do they make a song that you think that could be for someone else. I feel like, if anything, I feel like that's only somewhat evident on 1975's most recent album, especially a lot of their old albums. Like every song, you could just really tell it was a 1975 song.
Yeah.
Because of the style they do it.
Agreed. So, fuck! We've spoke so much. I've lost what I was saying.
I know that was so in depth. That's the most analytical we've got in a while,
especially about the album and not about just some dumb shit that we talk about in between it.
Yeah,
but you're powder through.
They are. They really are.
Through. Also, what I'd say is
also been nuked twice.
This is a very, very summer album, and we've listened to it near Christmas, and I don't think that has helped, to be honest, because this in summer would be fantastic. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a very more spring album, spring and summer album, isn't it?
Whereas, like now we're listening to it, I just want to feel cozy and Christmassy, and this is against all of that, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Maybe that's not a fair point to make, but that's just how I'm feeling.
Just the look of the draw.
It really is. Like, that's nothing against this album. We've chose to listen to it at this time, but I don't think it helped me because I never wanted to sit fucking driving home in the dark listening to like a summer upbeat song, to be honest. It's just the way it is. Worst for me was Dancer. Again, I found it really difficult to pick worsts. So it was just kind of what I thought was meh. Well, there's a lot of meh, in my opinion, but like it just stood out as being the most meh. I can't really give you a reason why, because it would be the same reason for everything else being a bit meh. Third was Grow. I thought it was like a big, nice change of pace. I love the acoustic on it. It's just so different to like some of the other.
I'm surprised that wasn't on Aidan's.
I was, but then I feel like
just sort of skip past me,
that and another song that you've said. I can't remember what it's fucking called.
Mistake Like You.
Are very similar in style, I think, in the sense, but like they stand out on the album for being the slower songs. Would you say? So they like that. It was either that was like very close to being in my top 3 as well, but I just preferred Grow. And the last in the last song of the album, I can't remember what it was called, but that was very
high note
similar as well. But I thought
because it ends on a high note.
Yeah, and it was an alright song, but I was like, Grow was enough. That would have been a nice end.
Why are you shaking your head about that?
I think it's brilliant.
Because you love shit
I
like that.
I mean, it's easy. Let's be honest. It's low-hanging fruit.
It really is.
If anything, it's insulting my intelligence.
Like I think if I was to make an album, I would call the first song "As You Mean to Go On."
Oh, okay.
So you start as you means to go on.
Pretentious prick, honestly.
It's brilliant. It's fucking genius.
It's not genius. It's so tropey.
Yeah, and the 6th song will be called "Stuck" because I'm always stuck in the middle. Shut the fuck up, prick.
Middle will be average because it's
just saying. There's a song called "Burning Bridges" on the album, and I did have an album out called "Burning Bridges." So
anyway, moving on. Second for me was. Sorry, Joe.
It's okay.
You can self-promote another time.
Second for me was Bad Life. Bad Life was the second.
I didn't like Bad Life.
I really like it. The contrast to Volley makes it stand out. Again, it's all about the contrast on the album that makes it stand out. However, it's second for me because of the fact I prefer the acoustic version to that version. I just think Ollie sounds less strainy on the acoustic album, and so
like he's trying, Will. Like he's trying.
Yeah, but there's a like he sounds like he's trying in the acoustic.
Trying is required.
No, I'd say less straining, like you're, forcing out a massive shit or something would be nice. But yes, I still very much like it, and it stands out for that reason. But it's just not as good as the thing. Number 1. Kind of goes against everything I've said in the sense that everything's poppy and
it's the most. This mirrors it.
No,
and it's just. I think it's just so catchy, right? And it's the only super pop one that I was like, yeah, I fucking love this. I don't know what it is about it.
Okay,
but it is "Thank Me Later." This is why I was so conflicted.
This is why you're being a prick.
I don't know what it is about it. And it just really. It's the one song of the whole album I just couldn't stop singing. I haven't even got any other reason that it's not particularly amazing. Again, it goes against everything I've said because it's just pop in a nutshell. But it just really stuck with me.
I wouldn't even say it's the most poppy on the album though.
It's not the most poppy, but it just stuck with me. And the main chorus is just great. But yeah, that's kind of just my review. I'm just disappointed, to be honest. I just wanted more because I do really like Sigrid, and her first album was fucking fantastic. There was I feel like there was a lot of stuff lacking. The production was really good, but there was just no weird shit to make things stand out more, or just different instruments, or I just felt like it was just very safe. That's the word I'd use. It's just very safe. Nothing out of the ordinary. But I still thought it was alright. I just wouldn't choose to necessarily listen to it again. Which is sad.
It's just okay, put it back on the shelf.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't think, as much as my review may have, contradicted what I'm saying, I don't think any of the songs were particularly bad.
No, literally.
They're fine. They're all fine.
Just safe pop.
They're just so, they're so safe. Yeah, that'll definitely work.
Joseph.
It's me. Hello.
Hello.
I rather enjoyed this.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually thought it was quite good. Which is weird because I don't usually like this type of stuff, but I actually really got into it. And the way this album went for me, right, is I went into it. I remember Sigrid was good before, but I think I rated it like pretty meh. I can't remember. Denver might have to check that for me because I can't remember what I thought of the previous album.
The previous album,
yeah,
like you gave it like a 5 out of 10.
So I thought it was pretty meh.
Middle of the road.
Which I'd probably go back and rate that higher now because Sigrid's actually a really good singer. I think she struggles with showing her range. I think she's very monotone sometimes, and it. Like on Bad Life, that contrast is almost really needed in most of the songs, and it's just not there. So I think that's why I relate to Will when he said it just feels like something's missing, and I think it's contrast.
Yeah, I think a big part of her vocals isn't necessarily her like, wow, look at her range. It's more just the unique, I guess, tone of voice.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's more her accent, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. Like it actually comes through in a singing, whereas I guess a lot of foreign singers, they either put on like an American accent to sing, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. But the way the album went for me is I thought it started off extremely well. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to love this. And the first 6 songs, I was like, this is fucking great. And then I just feel like they gave us 3 really meh songs, that being Dancer, A Driver Saved My Night, and Mistake Like You. I thought they were all meh. I thought they were all nothing songs. Not to say they're bad songs, I just didn't get into them as much as the other ones. Whether that be because they were a bit less energetic or I didn't get the hook as good. I didn't feel the hook as well. I don't know. But so there was 3 songs in the album that I thought were meh. The rest I really loved. So I was thinking about my rating and what I was going to rate the album. And I was like, right, well, there are 3 songs that are kind of meh, but they're not bad songs. But I enjoyed the complete rest of the album. So it was a tricky one to rate. And I've never thought about it as deep as that. I got deep in my thoughts on this one, guys.
Wow.
But I completely agree with Will. Dancer is 100% the least favourite of the album. It was the least.
Will. I agree with Will.
Where is that resident? Yes, man.
Where is he? Wait, there he is.
There he is. It was the least nice sounding song on the album.
Will said something missing, and I really do want to tongue his bum.
It had nothing interesting. I'm not fucking licking his ass.
No,
I'm saying what I think. Anyway.
And what I think is that Will's bum is the nicest. Therefore, would lick.
I agree.
Joe does say man and man is the best.
It is. It's the best combination.
I did say that. You can quote me on that because I did say that.
Just guys being dumb.
You can probably clip that somewhere in this review where I just go 2 men together.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in the
that's
intro.
That's the last line.
Our new intro format is...
2 men together.
I think it's going to be the first clip. 2 men together.
My third favorite. I don't have much to say about the album. The production was good.
A fair bit already.
Yeah, we said quite a fair bit. The production was good. She's good in it. I enjoyed it more than the previous album. And like I say, more features probably would have helped. My third favorite was Burning Bridges. No context to the album I brought out called Burning Bridges. I am going to now sue Sigrid.
Nice.
For copyright.
Super.
I'm not going to.
Get that horse money.
For legal reasons, that was a joke. My second favourite was...
Got that well.
Don't. My second favourite...
I want to be sued.
Don't. Why are you going like Gloucester on a thing?
Don't
do that.
Don't spit in my mouth.
Don't do it.
Stop.
My second favourite was Bad Life. Absolute banging tune. 100% recommended onto my playlist. You know it's good when it makes it to my playlist.
2023
It's on the Twitter. It's in the making.
I've seen that playlist. It's a fucking wild. Wait, that's on the 2023 playlist.
I was going to say, I only made it like fucking 2 hours ago.
How did you know?
I can't believe fucking Machine Gun Kelly was one I used to listen to. So I can't even remember when I listened to that.
What?
Sorry?
Japan.
On
They
Spotify
were really good. Oh, sorry.
Fucking Machine Gun Kelly was one I used to listen to. Song.
Which song?
Maybe. With Bring Me the Horizon.
Whoa.
That was in my top
I had
20.
a mini sick.
What the fuck was that? Are you
It had
okay?
66 listens on it, apparently.
You got too close to the monitor.
See, interesting.
I got what, and that's what made me sick.
Yeah, radiation.
My most listened to
MK
song was
Ultra
only
vibes.
53 listens.
Yeah, my previous 2 years, my most listened to song was over 100. But
Anyway, my favourite song on the album was, and no one's mentioned this, I don't think. It Gets Dark.
It is a good start to the album.
Great
It is
start
a good
to the
start.
album.
What? No, wait. Is that the first song?
yeah,
It is.
No, that was nearly my least favorite.
Why?
yeah, it's
a
a good
mess. It
start.
sounds horrible.
I liked that one.
No, it fucking doesn't. I think it's where she
No.
shows her vocals the most. It's got
Yeah,
some.
and what she shows is that it's mediocre. I agree with Will.
It's got some really interesting elements to it. It's got a really nice beat to it.
Yeah, the interesting element was when it stopped. High five. No.
Yeah,
Twists.
I support that. It's good.
I
And
thought it was a good intro.
What a movement to support.
overall, the
I
common.
stand by. It's good.
I stand by landmines. Get those veterans. Take them out of commission, lads.
Oh my god.
The common consensus. Oh fuck!
Wow. Let's hit it with the
I think I'm gonna
consensus.
sneeze.
Are you having a stroke?
I'm gonna sneeze, and it's not coming.
Joe nearly threw up, said the word conscientious, and now can't sneeze. What's happened?
What next? He's gonna remember.
I think the common consensus. What am I trying to say?
Consensus.
That's getting clipped.
What's wrong with the conscientious? Right, listen, lads. So the general consensus is
What am I trying to say?
Listen, guys, it's a common conscientious.
Can someone tell me how to pronounce it so I don't make myself look like a fool again?
Consensus.
Listen, my conscience is telling me that the conscientious is
Consensus.
It's the
Consensus.
It's the compempus.
The compampus is.
The compempus.
That I really.
The common
thought
consensus.
this album was okay.
Listen, guys.
The common consensus.
Common.
Oh, you playing Assassin's Creed Revelations too?
As well just booted up Assassin's Creed.
No.
No, don't worry about it. It's a meme that might not even be able to go in the video.
No, definitely not.
Is that the common consensus?
Anyway, the common consensus. Sorry, was that I really thought this album was good. And yes, yeah.
Was that a thumbs up or?
Oh,
No, I realised that I was about to.
You're about
It was a this. That's what I did because I'm keeping it a mystery
What was it? The common.
for when it's asked. Consensus.
Nice. All right. Is it a thumbs up
So
or thumbs down, Joe?
No, I want to know about the common court sepsis.
Is it? Sorry, what did you say?
Well, is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Don't we do that after ratings?
Good thumbs up for me.
Oh,
We don't have a system.
We don't have a system. It's a thumbs up from Joe.
Can we do one episode where he does it straight away, and then we're left wondering what he's thinking the rest of the album review?
Thing is, we'd need to do it the next time I review, so it's last. So, like, we'd start the review. Joe would go thumbs up or thumbs down immediately, and then we don't hear from him till the end of the review.
Can we do it completely backwards, where we start off with the next album, then we do the ratings, and then we go backwards to explain, and then we do first to worst, all the way to the intro.
Maybe that should be the 200
You've gone
special.
too far. You've gone too far.
Are you saying we rate the album that we haven't done yet?
No, so
And we
start,
work backwards.
No. So we start the album review,
Yeah.
saying what the next pick is, and then ratings, and then go backwards.
I see what you mean. I thought you were
we're going to confuse.
We're going to rate next week's album.
So then also you have to give out your favorite first to your least.
You have to give out your ratings immediately.
Yeah,
that's the first thing we do.
Speaking of ratings,
yeah, thank you.
Good,
9.
Good segue.
9.
Oh, 6.
6.5.
It's a 6.5, but don't say I'm licking his ass.
Oh my god!
It's not.
I can't believe how much you said you liked it, and you gave it the same as Will.
Yeah, it was good.
You were ripping last
if I give it one, one more, I thought it would be a 30.
You gave Will so much shit last week for what he said versus what you rated.
Will's shit didn't make sense. I said I thought this album was good. I didn't say I fucking love this album. It's the best thing I've heard since Cream Pie.
So are you saying again that Will has fucked up his rating again?
Well, what did Will say?
Right, Aidan, maybe you can support me here. Would you say that you thought Joe preferred this more than Will?
It sounded like Joe was on your level in terms of liking it,
but their ratings were the same. So who's wrong? Has Will overrated it?
No,
or has Joe underrated it?
Joe's never showed signs of agreeing with Will for no apparent reason on a subject that doesn't matter and taking his side.
Right, I would argue...
He wouldn't do that. He doesn't believe it.
I was arguing with him last time. What I'm saying is I thought the album was all right. I don't think it was good enough to be a 30. It was a 6.5. It's good.
I would say...
It could be a 7.
I
didn't love it. I didn't absolutely adore it. I just thought it was good.
I would say if I was judging it, if I was going to say what people's ratings would be, I would have thought Denver's would be a 9. I would have think Aidan would be exactly what it is. I would have thought mine and Aidan's would be exactly the same because we basically agreed on everything. And I would have put Joe's as like a
maybe
7.5 or 8.
Yeah, 7.5.
So a 7.5 would be inclined to believe that it was a 30. And to be a 30, I have to love it.
You can't base your ratings off the 30.
So in this window of loving it, you've got a 2.5 rating, all in which you love everything.
Yeah.
I feel like
they're like really good in there, like or just pretty good.
Yeah, right. Okay, so let me talk you through my ratings.
I don't really like this. You're the thumbs up, thumbs down guy. You're not the thinker.
A 6 for me is bang av.
Well, you've already gone wrong there.
6 for me is bang average, right? Anything between everything between 6 and
this
a 7.5.
Sure. What is the average of 10?
What would be a 10? Perfect album.
10 would be perfect.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what is the average?
Whoa. Joe's like...
Well, it depends how many.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what is average?
6.
5 is average.
Well, that's math. We're not talking about math.
Your average...
We're talking about the heart, not math.
But your average is 6.
Have you seen the? That's just right. Have you seen that documentary talking with like flat earthers, and they're literally going, "Scientists will confuse you with math," but I just say, "No, just look over there. It's San Francisco."
It is over there.
Joe has given a 6.5 rating 4 out of the last 7 times.
Wow.
Just a little nugget of information for you there.
I think it just tells me that Joe's completely lost all meaning of what the rating system actually is.
No.
And they just put 6.5 for everything.
After shouting at me last week.
If it is an album that I have listened to, it is a 6.5.
This is all about
this was an album. 6.5.
I hate it. 6.5. It's really good. 6.5.
I can flip this though. This is where it's all about just where you get your data from. 3 of the last 4 albums, Aidan has given us 6 to every single one.
Now, can you read the albums out for me? Just
Caskets, Lost Souls, 6.
Meh. Yep.
Imagine Dragons Evolve.
6.
And Sigrid, How to Let Go.
6.
So if you're saying a bang av is 5, how is 6 meh?
Why? Because it's slightly better but not.
It's like most of it was
all of it's met, and there are songs in there that are good.
But I would say bang average.
I don't care what you would say, Joe. He sits there and he goes, you know what? I would say
a bang average is better than meh.
Have you ever looked at the? Isn't on the tier list? Isn't meh above average?
Probably not. No, meh is probably like a 4.
No, I would say meh is average, like, as in nothing bad, nothing good. 5.
It's just fine.
I'd say it's very good, meh. Oh, actually, that can't work.
So good is above meh.
I agree with Joe. Meh would be like 4 or something.
My yes man is
what do you
back.
Mean? I'm the one that said that.
Yeah, but I agree with
Joe. well, here's a little.
You're right, Aidan. I agree with Joe. You are correct. Huh?
But in the end,
somebody tell me how this friendship works. I don't understand.
Okay.
In the end, thanks to a total
bag of popcorn to put in the microwave.
Well,
in the end, thanks to a total.
Sorry, Denver.
In the end, thanks to a total Denver carry, this is the highest rated album since
ever.
Normandy.
Whoa.
That was quite a while ago now.
Let's just bear in mind, Normandy was
6 months ago.
3 of our top 5 Spotify's. Just to point that out.
Well, that was a good album.
What did that album get?
The album got 33.
Oh yeah. What? Total?
Yeah.
That's really good.
It is really good.
So wait, what did we all rate it?
You gave it 7.5. Everyone else gave it an 8.5.
The 7.5 sounds like it's pretty damn good. Like I would rate it like it would be a 30.
Really good.
Yeah. So Joe, your rating system's shit. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I'm still umming and ahhing whether it's Joe's rating system that's shit or it's Will's.
How was it mine? Mine made perfect sense.
Also, why is it not? Why wouldn't it be mine? I feel like mine's just always teetered towards the negative side.
No, because I feel like.
I guess if you bumped everything up literally 1, you might get like a pretty average rating of across the board of what it actually is.
I never said it was bad.
What's the next album pick? No, I'm now more I'm thinking of it. I think it's Joe's. That's off.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I agree. Will, you said that perfectly.
No, I'm actually thinking back to the thing of last week of how you rated it, and I agree with that one. So
since you'll disagree with me, Punishment is coming.
Punishment, Architects.
The next album is Architects.
Fuck's sake.
The classic symptoms of a broken spirit.
Here goes Aidan. Is he retiring?
Jump out the window.
Right, let's leave it there. It's the perfect time to cut it. Give us a fact, Joe. Give us a fact.
Did you know the Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer due to thermal expansion, meaning the iron heats up and the particles gain kinetic energy, meaning big tower.